today, right? Not only we ask questions on the podcast. That being said, because it's so big, we got to make it fun and exciting, but everyone has to talk. So we'll do a game called Never Have I Ever, and we'll ask questions one by one. But that being said, if the person asks a question, they also have to answer it as well. So I'll start off the game, and I'll say Never Have I Ever.
Can we get into why she's mad at me first?
Yeah,
let's get into that.
Yeah, we got to start it off.
I'm just trying to understand the smoke.
Start off with smoke. Yeah, we
let's hear this.
You know what I'm saying? Start it off spicy.
I got it.
So,
ready to rumble.
At first, back in the day when me and V first got into porn, we used to watch your podcast. I thought you were cool. That's why I was like, fuck yeah. I told V, I was like, yo,
who's V?
Violet Myers. Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, fuck it, I'm finna tweet at Adam. I'm gonna try and get us on his podcast and shit like that. And it worked. It ended up happening. We did the podcast and shit. Had a good time, went viral. I love the success from it. I don't hate it whatsoever. But what I fucking hated is the fact that I felt you discredited me.
Why? How?
Whoa.
So the fact that you posted the shit on TikTok, like you were posting it everywhere, but yo, like at least like throw my name in there or something like that. And when I asked you to come back on the podcast after the first one had been successful, you just like you threw me off to the side and shit like that.
I just ignored you.
No, like that shit shady as fuck.
How is it shady for me to not want to interview you again? I interviewed you one time, did you a favor, and now you're mad that I didn't want to interview you again?
Did me a favor, yo. You didn't even fucking. First of all, you made money off the shit. Second of all, you didn't even give me the content for it. Like yo, that's grimy.
I mean, you could go to YouTube and download the video just like everybody else on earth, right?
No, you could send me.
No,
the
literally,
content.
go to YouTube and go to Google and search how to download a YouTube video. It's gonna take you like 5 seconds. Boom, you got the video.
I don't give a fuck. You ain't finna sit here.
But
and
I'm
talk to me
saying
like
this is
I'm
the same
fucking
retarded ass shit that people always try to say. Yeah, I interviewed you one time, then you tried to do it again, and I ignored you because I didn't want to do it. And now you're salty. Why? I let you on the fucking podcast one time. I just didn't want to have you back. How did I discredit you?
You discredited me.
How?
Because you didn't fucking advertise my name or anything like that, but you kept reposting this shit.
Okay, number one, I don't know if you understand this, but I run a business, so there's people that run my TikTok that I have absolutely nothing to do with, so I don't know what the fuck they're posting. But the part of the podcast that went viral was Violet talking about how she wanted to get shit on.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with you, so why the fuck would we
did.
tag you?
Yes,
you didn't say a word.
I was in the fucking interview. Yes, I fucking did.
You were sitting there, but you didn't say shit.
Yes, I did.
It's not like they tagged her either.
Yo, you fucking tripping. I swear to God, yo, I'm about to hit this man on the mic. All right, next. Let's
oh my God! No, do you want to know what that is? That is the sound of her realizing that she's wrong and that she's been mad at me about something totally fucking stupid for a long time. I interviewed you once. I let you on the podcast one time. The fact that you're so entitled that you think that you deserve to come back on the podcast again. Guess what? You were boring the first time, so I didn't invite you back because I didn't want you to be boring again.
Shut up.
Facts.
First of all, I listened to the podcast that you guys did earlier, and you know what? I respect the fact that you grinded hard to get to where you fucking at. Cause you know what? I grind fucking hard to get to where the fuck I'm at. But when I have motherfuckers like this discrediting me,
okay, I never discredited you.
Yes, you did.
How?
I just explained it. I ain't finna explain it.
You did a really bad job explaining it. You didn't even make a point at all.
Yes, I did.
Again, you didn't make a
yes,
point.
I
you
did.
don't have an argument here.
I'm not
I let you on my podcast one time. I just didn't want to have you back because you were boring.
Bet. Cool.
It's like, honestly, like it's the same reason why your porn career hasn't taken off is because you're just boring.
My porn career did take off, actually.
No, Violet blew up after you guys did the interview. Your shit is stagnant as fuck because you're mid.
Stagnant because I'm mid? Bet. All right, watch.
I'm just telling you how it is. Like, I didn't invite you back on the podcast because you're boring and you're mid. And now you're pissed off because I didn't want to have you on the pod again. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's my podcast. I get to invite whoever the fuck I want. Guess what? They might never invite you back. You don't have a say in that.
And you're not wrong. You know what? You're not wrong. It's all
I know.
I'll leave it like that.
I'm just baffled by the fact that you even wanted to come on a podcast and sound this fucking dumb. Like, you wanted to do this. Like, this was your plan?
I'm not, whatever. I ain't bothered by you. You ain't nothing but a white boy. Like, real shit. Fucking white boy.
You're white, too.
Okay, yes, I am.
You're white, too.
But you an average-ass white boy with a fucking arrogant-ass fucking...
I'm a multimillionaire with a huge business, beautiful girlfriend, and a great life. I own a big-ass house. I own multiple properties. You're a mid-porn star who came on here to try to make a point, and you sound like a fucking moron.
I'm happy for you. You know what? And I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not.
You came here to hate on me, but now you realize that you didn't have a fucking argument because you sound so stupid.
I'm not hating on you. I'm telling you, I felt discredited.
I never had anything against you. I just didn't want to have you on the podcast again, so I ignored you. I showed Myron. I sent Myron the DMs of me ignoring you. It's pretty bad. It makes you look like a thirsty bitch. I'm going to be real with you.
All right,
because you just keep asking to come on the podcast and I keep ignoring you.
But you know what?
That's the whole thing. What?
And I'm not gonna give up. I'm not.
Why would you want? Like, why can't you just accept that I don't want to have you on my podcast again? You got these guys right down the street from you, and they're gonna have you on, right?
Yeah,
we love both you guys, man.
I never had anything against you, and I would have never revealed to you that you're mid. But then you came on this podcast trying to talk shit about something that don't even make any fucking sense.
I'm trying to clear the air on the fact of why you don't fuck with me. That shit weird.
I fuck with you. I fucked with you. I just didn't want to have you on the podcast
again.
Guess what? Coming on the jumper is a very rare, special time in someone's life. It's like puberty. You only get to do it once. Maybe again if you take some testosterone or something. But I'm just saying, me not responding to your DM is well within my right.
All right, whatever.
Because if I respond to you in the DMs, what am I going to say? All that I can say is, I don't want to have you back on the podcast again because it was boring the first time, which I feel like me leaving you on red kind of gets that message across without me having to actually say it.
Okay, let me ask.
What happened to the game?
Let me ask.
That shit was like Jay Paul and Nick
Let me
Robinson.
ask. I think this is the real question she want to ask, even though he did discredit her the way she felt. But she really want to say, "Can you fuck with me again? And can you blow my little career up a little bit more?" Is that what you really want to ask him?
Yeah, she wants some clout, and she's mad that I didn't give her more
obviously,
clout after I gave her the
my last
first
name
dose of
is Clout.
I think she wants to.
But is that what you?
She wants to be your friend.
Yeah, I know, but
I literally don't want problems with you. No, we weren't. We were not.
I just didn't respond to you because I didn't want to have you on the podcast again. I'm allowed that.
Okay,
it's my show. I can have whoever I want.
Cool,
if they stop responding to you tomorrow, that's their right.
So do you not want to be her friend? You do not want to work with her, Adam?
I mean, honestly, after seeing how entitled she is, no, I definitely don't. And even before, it was just, I didn't want to do another boring-ass podcast with you because the first one, Violet killed it. I got to give her credit. You were kind of boring. You felt the vibe. Even during the interview, it was obvious that you were jealous of the fact that we were just paying attention to her.
No, I wasn't.
I just didn't want to bring that negative energy back to my show.
Yo, I literally love Violet. Like, from day one.
She's great.
I have nothing against her. Like, real shit. I always, like,
I know, but
my
you were
friends
obviously jealous of her during the interview because she was controlling the energy.
You don't know how I feel, though, on the inside. Like, literally, I don't have any type of jealousy towards my friends.
I do this for a living. I could tell that you were jealous.
No, you fucking don't. I could FaceTime V right now, and she know how I fucking feel.
Okay.
Like, yo,
I'm
that's
just
my
telling
best
you,
friend.
you were bummed because we were talking to her more than you because she was more entertaining than you.
She's dope. Shit. I love V.
All right,
I love V.
All right. I will say this: when I hit that Ready to Rumble, I was just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay.
Fuck.
Hey,
this what happens with no jumpers.
This white on white crime is terrible. Thugs over here. Bandana.
Yeah.
White on white crime. Thugs.
I know.
Your people. Yo, read that.
Hey, he's looking back at me.
Your people.
Hold on. I gotta say this, right?
AD looking back at me. Should we get her?
I know both of y'all, right? I know both of y'all. I know Adam. I know Kiki, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
we love both you
you're
guys.
A good person.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it humble, like real shit. Adam can say whatever the fuck he wants to say, and he could talk to me however he wants to on the internet, perceive to be something on when the cameras are on and shit like that. But yo, I'm gonna be the same person on and off the camera, like real shit.
The problem is that the person that you are is really entitled and thinks that you deserve podcast appearances when that's not how it works. You don't get to demand to be on a podcast.
That is true.
I would love to be on Joe Rogan.
I'm not
gonna hit Joe Rogan up like, why haven't you had me on?
No, I'm not.
I'm just gonna chill and do my thing. And if he wants to ever ask me, he can ask me. And that's the same idea that you should have. If I want to have you back on the podcast, I would ask you.
I'm not demanding, but I'm telling you, like, make me feel more of a person. Don't just like throw me off to the side like that. That shit it felt shady. It felt shady.
I'm
gonna
be honest with you. Do you realize that the same way that you were hitting me up, asking me for an interview, dozens of people hit me up every day.
I believe you.
Saying that same shit.
I believe you.
And for the most part, I leave them on red because I don't really want to have the awkward conversation dozens of times per day of, no, I don't want to have you on the podcast.
Right.
That's what my life is like. I feel like you should be more understanding and just accept that. Because the truth is I would be down to fuck with and have you on the Patreon or whatever, but I mean, this whole like entitled, like weird bitch mode thing is just whack to me.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
So we came to an understanding here, right?
Yep.
Adam, will you ever? We Kiki again. I
mean, it is possible because the Patreon, maybe people might be excited to have her on there. I don't know.
Kiki, right? He heard your point of view. Obviously, he's has a business to run. But
I understand.
That being said, same thing with us, right? We bring people on the podcast all the time. We do interview. It might be good. Second one might not be that good. So we don't even respond.
Yeah.
It's natural. We're in the game.
I got you.
So
when you put it like that, I understand where you're coming from.
Okay. Well,
so we good, right? We good, right?
Come on, reconcile it.
There you go. On air. Here you go.
Okay. Hey, y'all.